Hi there. Good evening, everyone. So nice to be back with electricity. It's wonderful. Thank you for your patience with last week. I can't believe the power just cut out like that, but fortunately, we're only out a few hours, and they were right down the street here. There were some limbs came down on the wires, I guess, and so within a couple hours, we had power back. So that was good. I wanted to just thank you all for sticking with me tonight. We're going to do some psychic work and some cards and some spirit guides, I guess. We'll see how this goes. I have a couple of people from last week who had donated and donated again. One of them, Gigi. And Gigi is first and Kate is first tonight because they paid last week ahead of time because they were anticipating a good show. We have Carol after that. We're taking donations of $5, $4.99 and up for super chats, and that gives you a little bit of an extra reading and moves you to the head of the line. So that's how that works. If you would like to contribute to the show, you are more than welcome to do that. You are not obliged. I will try to get to everyone if I can. And so the donation is $5. It used to be $3, now it's $5. And on Rumble, you can Venmo me if you'd like to make a donation towards the show. Carolan-Carey, Carolan-Carey. And you can give us a thumbs up on Rumble. That would be great. I haven't been posting the link for that lately. I have to keep doing that. I have to remember to do that. You can also see our shows uploaded on BitChute. They're archived there after the show, so you can check that out. We're also on several audio platforms such as iHeart, Spotify, Google Play, and a few other ones. So if you're busy driving home or doing a few jobs and listening, I will read out validations if I get them. Usually people are pretty good about giving validations on what messages I give them. So I will read that out to you so you can hear it. And also on here, if you cannot financially contribute to the show, but you wish to support us, which is more than welcome, you could hit the like, subscribe, and hit the bell and all, and share. That would be wonderful. That's a great way of supporting all of our shows on Goldylocks Productions. We also have a beautiful show. I know that there's something else I have to announce. Maybe Tiffany will tell me. We have a beautiful shop. Goldylocks Productions is spreadshirt.com. We're going to put the link up when Tiffany gets a moment. And you can shop there. Now, don't forget, free shipping. Check out the official Goldylocks Productions shop at shopspreadshirt.com. Goldylocks Productions, Goldylocks with a Y. Hi, Linnell. How are you? Let me say hello to a few people here. Carol, thanks for joining us. Hi, Ruth. Ruth Saltman is here. She is the host of the Transformational Soul on Wednesday evenings and prolific author. And she has her new Oracle cards on sale at her website, so please check that out. My website is carolancarey.com, CarolanCarey.com. I have my latest crystal ball reading on there if you're interested in that. Thank you, Gigi, again. You're wonderful. And let's see what else we have. Kate on here. Hi, Kate. And Linnell, hello. And that's where we're at the moment. And Dale, Anthony. Dale, D-A-E-L. Greetings from Thailand. Well, welcome. It is so nice to have you here. And I cannot pronounce that Saashi, and I can't read it either. I have to make my print a little bit bigger so I can see it. Let me try to do that without losing anything. Thank you so much for being here, and good morning to you. All right. All the way from Thailand. Wonderful. Okay. So there we go. What else did I want to know? I thought there was something else. Incidentally, I spoke with the lovely Laura Romero via email today. She has some new projects coming up. And Carol, thank you for your sticker. That was so cute. Projects that she's working on that she wants to talk about. So I've invited her on. Let's see if I can get her on the last 2 weeks here of September. So I'll keep you apprised of that. And so that'll be exciting. I feel like I've been slow on getting the guests on here, but I kind of enjoy doing the show myself. So let's see. I do have plenty of guests I can invite. I really should get cracking on that. Let me know if there's some kind of, you want more paranormal, you want more authors, if there's anybody in particular that you might like to see that maybe I can read out to. Let me know what your preference is. And I have some cards here this evening. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go with Gigi first and then Kate. And as I said, $4.99 or $5 or more brings you to the head of the line. I will do my best to get to everybody tonight. We have Gigi, Kate, and Carol this evening with super stickers. So thank you so much. We're taking those people first. And I think I got everybody. Okay, so here we go. Let's see. So we got Gigi first. Pull a card. This is going to be good. I'm going to try to focus on psychic work and spirit guides tonight. You know, it's so funny. I keep getting this quill pen. It's not really a quill pen. It's a fountain pen is what I get, Gigi, to indicate to me that I think that you might have an author working with you. So let me see if I can. Let's see what we got here. I'll tell you what I'm getting. I have a male musician, and this is violin, not fiddle. This feels like violin, okay, working with you. But he plucks those strings. So he says he can pretty much do anything, and he's happy to work with you. See if I can get a name with him. And this goes back, I feel kind of Victorian, like 1800s. Is that Victorian? I don't know, like 1800s. Let me say that. Because his collar is high. And they had those high collars. He's wearing a black jacket, dressed very nicely. And I feel as if, and his hair is a little bit on the wild side. And I feel as if, and he's saying he's Polish. I think he's Polish. And so he did a lot of string music or chamber music, I think it would be, or classic, like Mozart, Beethoven, that kind of thing. Symphonic he's talking about. So he's glad to share his abilities with you and inspire you. Because I feel like one of your songs is, as I've mentioned before, I think I've mentioned this before, feels like there's an orchestra, like it's very simple harmony or melody. I'm not sure of the terms, but when it's played by an orchestra behind a guitarist, it takes the country western kind of vibe to a new level. That's all I'm going to say. So we got some crossing over here. The pen that I'm getting belongs to a woman, and she's kind of funny. She's showing me herself as long hair. Now this would go back, I guess, to around Civil War time is my feeling here in the United States. And she's got long hair, which she kind of throws over her shoulder. And she's sitting like on a box. And she's got like a skirt that you would wear horse riding. And she kind of like throws the skirt out of her way. And she's got this fountain pen and she's dipping and she's writing in this book. She's got a book and she's kind of have this perched and she's writing. She looks like she's in a saloon, and she's in the back of a saloon, and she is sitting on some boxes, some crates, some wood crates, and she's writing. So I don't know. I don't feel that she's employed there. I think she's just uses that space to do her little panderings there. So that's what I get on the spirit guides for you. Let me pull you a card. Let's see what we get. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty interesting. Let's see what we get here. Bells, cornflower. I like this one. Oh, I gave you that last time. I got to get another one. Hold on. I remember that. Humility. No, I don't like that. Peace. And yes, I flip through the cards till I get what I want. That's why I'm not a good tarot reader. Calla Lily, rebirth, beauty, and purity. It's a beautiful, vibrant card. I don't think you can see it that much on here, but it is an orangey color. So that is the card. Let me see if I have the book. Calla Lily. And I feel like you're familiar with the white ones. It means something to you, I think. Calla Lily. Rebirth, purity. Love is the answer. You must accept the feelings of love in your heart and allow it to spread outward like sound waves through all levels of existence. Love is the only way to heal the earth. What a beautiful message. So I think you know that already. So thank you very much, Gigi, for your donation tonight. Appreciate that. And thank you for joining the show and paying ahead. And paying again. Hi, Moda. Nice to see you. Okay, so we got Gigi. Now we're on to Kate. All right, Kate, let's see if we can knock it out of the park for you tonight. Let's all get Canadian with you. And I think Kate is from the UK, if I am correct. Let me see what we get with her. I have someone. It's interesting. Pardon me. I have somebody who's very botany or farming, agricultural. This is also a woman, and she's hiking up her long dress, kind of tucking it in somehow. And she is grabbing potatoes in a basket. She's pulling potatoes and some other things as well. She has a garden around the house of flowers, but she also has a field and it looks like potatoes. And I also get like the word rutabaga here. And she also has some flowers around the house and some other herbs and kind of stuff hanging and ivy. I get the word ivy. So I get these plants are meaningful in some way, Kate. Maybe medicinal or just for enjoyment. I also get this peppermint. I also get the smell of peppermint here. So she's growing peppermint as well. I feel very cleansing. So I feel like you're starting on, I think the message I'm getting from her is she's like, you're starting sort of a new adventure. It's sort of like you scrapped what you used to do or had and starting anew, which is beautiful. And so she's peppermint is very cleansing and a very fresh aroma. It's very good, like to crinkle it. You can buy a plant very reasonably here in the United States. I would assume you could over there, like even in the supermarkets, and you can crush that smell. And it's very good, very cleansing. It's very good in a leaf dropped in water, maybe with lemon, ice water, tea. Very good and very soothing. So she's recommending that. Why is she here? She is, she's showing me a rock wall and she's like, I built this from scratch. I built this whole place from scratch. It was a ruin. So she must have taken over a property. This is going back years ago. Very few women owned properties, particularly in the UK. And I'm thinking it's after... I'm into this because I'm thinking it's like 1860, something like that. But she took over a property and built a lot of this herself. And she has a young boy helping her. Maybe this is her son. But the reason she's coming in, let me concrete this for you. The reason that she's coming in as a guide for you, if you want her and want to call on her, is... and she's saying Kate. So I don't know if her name is Kate as well. But she's talking about rebuilding her life. So she must have had a loss, maybe a husband lost or passed away or something, family. And she took over this abandoned property and rebuilt a life. And she created a beautiful beautiful surroundings for herself. So I think that is the message, that you can do this as well. And I do feel some education or course or certification, something for you. And I do feel dollar signs. So I think we've talked about that before. Let me pull you a card. And this one, wow, that's interesting. Crocus Mia, feelings of love. Crocus Mia, feelings of love. So this is for you, Kate. Let me see if the meaning in the book. Crocus Mia. Yike. Can't say that exactly. Cosmos. Oh, here it is. Confidence. Step forward into your future, knowing that there is no wrong way. There is only your way, which cannot be anyone else's way. I like that for you. So there you go. I hope that is helpful to you and that it resonates with you. Thank you so much. And when I get a chance, I'll catch up on the comments. Okay. Oh, you do drink peppermint tea. Oh, nice. Okay. Then that is meaningful. And she said, Kate says, interesting. My grandmother's name was Ivy. Okay, there you go. And she often drinks peppermint tea. Well, I'm delighted to hear that. Hi, Sage. Nice to have you here. Hi, Robin. Wonderful to have you here. Robin is the show host. Oh, Linnell just super chatted me here, stickered me. Robin is the show host on Tuesday evenings of Robin's Cosmic Soul Food Show, 8 p.m. Delightful, multi-talented individual. Interesting. Thank you, Carolan from Kate. You are welcome. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so I got those two. And I got Carol now. Carol. Whoops. And then I have Mona, and then I have Linnell, I think. Okay. And then we'll get to everybody else. We're going to buzz through these. Carol. Let me start with Carol. Carol. What do I get with you, Carol? What is it that I get with you? Why do I have a Taylor here? I feel like I want to say the word Taylor. I don't know if that's a last name in the family or if that's this person's profession. I have a Taylor here. He's sitting on a stool and he has bent over sort of into his work, hand sewing, and it looks like uniforms of some sort, like military or police. He's sewing buttons on. So I don't know if he's repairing. I don't know if you had a tailor in your family or you have anything to do with fabric. So I have him. And the message that he's kind of giving. Let me see if I can get a name or something from him. What do I get with him? And he has a little, this goes back, I would say 1800s, maybe even earlier. Because the uniforms are like British or something. They're red, and they have red on blue and navy and red. So I'm not sure where that's from. But he has one of these little coal stoves behind him. And he's got water or something bubbling in a pot on top of the stove. And he's sewing. He's got, it must be cold because he's got those gloves on with the fingers cut off and he's sewing. And he tells me he is a tailor. And he's got some articles hanging up in the shop and he has people waiting for things. So he's quite busy. So his message to you, not that you're into sewing or creating, maybe you are in design or something, but he's saying the message to you is if it's repaired well, it will last a lifetime. So, and I think he's talking about yourself, repairing yourself or your heart. So I feel as though there was a disappointment or a loss of something, Carol. And he's saying if it's repaired well, it will last your lifetime. So that's what he's saying. This is my intuition now. It may apply to something else. Maybe it means something else to you, but this is what I'm getting from him. Very delightful gentleman. And he's talking about a cobbler. There is a cobbler, someone who repairs shoes next to him, maybe, and maybe they work together. I don't know. But he's showing me his shoes are quite worn. He said, I don't even have time to have them repaired. So he said, well, you know, it's like having a shoe repaired. Your body, your heart, your spirit, if it's repaired well, it will last a long time. So that's what he's saying. So I don't know if you need some self-healing there, Carol, or what we're talking about. Let me pull a card for you. Let me know if this resonates with you. This is Snowdrops. It's such an odd show, isn't it? Snowdrops. And it says hope on there, Carol. Whoops, this way. And let me see what the book says. Sea Holly. Snapdragon. Hope. Do not let hatred and fear destroy this world. You are part of the change the world needs. Beautiful. Thank you, Carol, for joining us tonight. I hope that message resonates with you. Thank you so much. Okay. Thank you, Gigi, for your compliments. I appreciate it. Greetings from Thailand. Okay, we got that. Moda. And then I have Linnell. Okay. Okay, let's see. Interesting. Let's see if I have any. Okay, so let's go with Moda. Moda. I have a chef here, Moda. And this looks like a sort of an Asian gentleman here. And he's got the big white chef hat on. And he's cutting and, you know, like they would in a Japanese steakhouse sort of feeling. And right off the bat, he's telling me, see if I can get a name. Oh, I didn't get a name for that other gentleman, for Carol. I have an S name. No, that was Gigi's. Hold on. Okay, give me your. Starts with a K. The Taylor's, the name starts with a K. I don't know if it's his first name or his last name. Ask him to introduce himself to you. It's like, I feel like Carl. Okay, and I feel like Netherlands, Austria, something like that. Okay, let me get back to Moda. Moda, this gentleman, he's known by two names. He has two short names. TS something, and I don't, and the other one is the other name is Y something. YU. YN. And he's pretty well known chef. He seems more modern day, I would say 1940s, 50s even. Oh, okay. I feel he is Japanese, and I feel that he died. He's saying to me, one day I'm cooking, the next day I'm poof. I have a feeling he was killed as a result of the atom bomb in Hiroshima, or the other one. I have a feeling that that's here. But he doesn't care because he's doing his work. He's really remarkable. He's like a magician with the vegetables that he throws across and chops with these cleavers and meat. And he's got octopus and shrimp and all kinds of things. So what is he telling me? He's telling me, I serve a lot of people. I cook for a lot of people. I always have. But you have to remember, like you, Moda, I service a lot of people. I take care of other people. But you have to remember to take care of yourself. And he said, I should have gone home. I should have gone, but I stayed. And he lost his life, like most people over there. I don't know if leaving would have helped him, but that's what he's saying to me. Do not lose yourself. Do not lose yourself in being service to other people. You put other people first too often. And I have a beautiful card here for you. It is called Sirintha. And it says mysterious. It's a beautiful card. Beautiful colors of purple. And it says mysterious. Let me see. I like that for you, Moda. Let me see what the meaning is. Starts with a C. Hold on one minute. He's a lovely gentleman. Getting some oddball kind of I'm trying to make correlations here. What their purpose is. Mysterious. You contain the life force of the universe. Harness this energy to grow and create positive change in your world and in your relations with all beings. So just don't put yourself last, Moda. That's what I get for you. I hope that makes some sense. And you can call upon these spirit guides. You can invite them in meditation. Ask them to appear for you. They may just be temporary guides working on a project with you or just coming in to help you at this point in your life. They may not be your doorkeeper or your physician or your doctor of philosophy or when. Ask them to come in. And before I end tonight, I'll do a little meditation for you so you can invite these people in. I'll show you how to do a little meditation. I've done it before. Let me get to Linnell, and I will show you how you can do that and have them introduce themselves to you so that you can use their help. Okay, Linnell. Let me see if I have any comments before I do Linnell. Everybody's just kind of stunned. Hi, Melissa Parks, who has a beautiful show tomorrow night. Joyful Finding Show. Carol Taylor. Oh. Friday evenings, 8 o'clock. Joyful Finding Show with Melissa Parks. She is here in the, hi, Elizabeth. She's here in the quarry here in the queue. Nice to see you, Elizabeth. What's your interview, Tiffany? Yes, your interview was great, Tiffany. I saw that. Moda says, thank you, Carolan. I am fighting off the flu, and maybe that's why I need to care for myself. Well, could be. But I think it's more about your personality. You run too hard and too much, Moda, for other people, and you need to take care of yourself. I think that was the bigger picture. And I hope that you will do that. The gentleman was very efficient, quite someone to watch as he's working. He's a master at what he did, as you are. Very talented. And he was used to servicing other people, to be there, to service other people, to put a show on for other people. And he didn't really watch his own interests as well. So... Oh, we're talking about my master class? Oh, yeah, I should teach some more, but I didn't know Linnell was talking about my classes. So feel better, Moda. We love you. Okay, so now I'm on to Linnell. Linnell is just a bundle of joy. I feel like a bundle of nerve endings if I am you right now. And I don't know why that is. I feel like I have lightning coming out of my fingertips, Linnell, if I am you. And I also want to say everything that you touch is golden. Everything that you're going to touch is golden. It's gonna go good. You, like me, are like squirrel. You have many interests and you're doing one thing and then you're like fixing something else. I have to stop myself sometimes. And I feel that with you. I also feel a pulling back, Linnell. I'm pulling back, like, okay. These people are starting to irritate me. And I'm so glad I'm feeling this about you because this is how I feel. I've kind of gone into a cave, but sometimes people really irritate me. And I think it's because it's so mundane what they're arguing about, like politics or, it's like a comedy show out there. And everybody's being stupid, right? And you're thinking to yourself, I have so much more to do. You know, like I have other things to talk about, and I have other things that I want to create and do. I feel you're being visited, my dear. You have visitors knocking on your spiritual door saying, hey, let me in. I want to talk. They want to use your voice box. So, of course, you know that. And I feel like you're channeling someone when you're singing. And it's very robust. So funny that you mentioned Carol Taylor, because I see her. Carol Taylor? No. That was James Taylor. Carole King and James Taylor. I have a song. I loved James Taylor when I was in high school, and Carole King. I have a vision of both of them singing a song. So I don't know if there is a song that you particularly like of theirs or that is meaningful, but I'm getting that vibe of them around you. I think they're trying to tell you to calm down. I feel like you are like genius level nuts. You know, I'll give you that. I feel like you're like a little bit batty, but genius. And you have so many things going on or so many things you want to do that sometimes we can't get out of our own way. I hope, I mean that with a lot of love, because, and I sympathize because I feel the same way. Not that I'm a genius, but I have too many things going on, and sometimes I end up doing nothing because I don't know what to do first. Okay. Who do I have as this spirit guide? Who am I talking about? Cabaret. I want to say somebody in a cabaret or vaudeville. I get that vibe with this. It seems like it actually seems like a little bit of a troupe. I also get a circus going on here. So I have somebody that did vaudeville, did circus, maybe talking like 1900s. I see an elephant walking past. And I do feel a stage, and I do feel vaudeville, and I do feel very, it was a sexy gal, like some kind of dancer kind of thing on stage in a troupe, and also sang, dance, you know, and comedic spots. And maybe she worked in the circus or came from a family of circus individuals. But I feel the elaborate headdress with all the feathers and the big jewel here, and, you know, lovely silhouette, and quite able to multitask. So that's what I get for her. And I get the name Peggy for you. I get the name Peggy. So let's see if you can connect with her. Well, this card might actually be for you. Oh, here. This is it. Floss flower. Linnell, floss flower. I don't know if you can see that. Floss flower. And it says, be present to magic. That's definitely you. This is a beautiful flower. I don't know if you can really see it. Okay. Floss flower. I better get a move on. Where am I? Oh, I better get a move on. Floss flower. Oh, here it is. Floss. Be present in magic. Perhaps the gentle breeze upon your cheek is a flower guardian, a fairy, or a diva, acknowledging your presence in the garden. Well, I kind of like that for you, Linnell. I hope that resonates with you. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we have any. Let me go back up here. Okay, I'm going to start reading everybody else. And let's see if I have any more comments. I think they're all stunned. They're like, what? And thank you for your donations, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for the compliment. Appreciate that. Energy feels good. Okay, I'm just checking. Very cool. From Gigi. Scarlett O'Hara. Okay. Carolan, you are so funny. What did I say? Moda, thank you for being here. And thank you, Moda, for that. I'm glad you like my necklace. Thank you. All right, interesting. Okay, I think I got everybody. Jenna, don't forget to hit the like button if you're waiting for a reading tonight. That would be very helpful, and it helps all of our show hosts. Really appreciate that. Elizabeth, Tiffany. All right, so let's get reading. Let's get reading. Okay, I think I got everybody. If I missed something. Oh, Robin said, my mother visited me in my dreams last night. It was very strange. The ending was dancing and singing Clarence Carter stroking. Wow. That's great. Linnell says, love that I have I'm learning to slow down. And Robin says, Linnell can sing Carole King songs very well. Okay, I didn't know she was in your repertoire. That's great. Peggy, yes, I get Peggy, honey. My hands and magic, yes, indeed. Love that. Thanks, lovely as always, from Linnell. Oh, Sage, you're right. You can close your eyes, James Taylor and Carly Simon. Yes. Oh my gosh. Linnell's laughing. I have a patch on my eye. Oh my God. I hope you're okay. You can close your eyes. Yes. That's a great song. Okay. All right. Now let's get to everybody else. Let's see. Who do I have first? Thank you all for joining us tonight. So I have Ruth Saltman. Let me just poor Ruth. Let me see. Let me see what I get for Ruthie. She gets so many cards pulled for her. Let me see what I get. Let me see what I get, Ruthie. And I don't know why I'm calling you that. Blame Melissa. Melissa called you Ruthie the other night on her show, and I was like, I know, I want to call her that too. Well, we know you have an author as a guide. I don't know if this is your grandmother or a guide. Let me see. I have a lady in apron with pancakes. I have a feeling this is your grandmother, which I'm very happy to see. That's okay. But I'm looking for a guide here. I have a beautiful butterfly here, like huge. Grandmother just stepped aside and I have this beautiful butterfly here. And I have somebody wearing a beekeeper's outfit. And they're distilling honey. This is a female. This is a woman. And she's very busy and very brave, I might add, being a beekeeper. And she says to me, Ruth has learned the lesson that although life can be painful, it can also be very sweet. So she's referring to dealing with the bees can get painful if don't protect yourself, but it is also very sweet and very rewarding. And I think that you know that. And you have written that beautifully in your books. Please check out Ruth's website. We might want to put that on here so that you can check out her books and her oracle cards. I also have a gift from Spirit, and it's so funny. I have something wrapped in tinfoil, and I have a feeling this is your grandmother sending cookies to you wrapped in tinfoil. I don't know if she did that, but I have that. And then what's the beekeeper's name? I want to say Betty is coming to me, but I'm trying to ask her. Is it a bee name? Sandra. No, I'm sorry. The bee is, her name is, I think her name is Sandra, and she is a beekeeper. So she's coming in just to remind you. And she says, we're interchangeable, us guys. We're not like your 24/7 guides. We come in to help and assist with jobs, and you can meet with us through meditation, which I'll explain in a few minutes. Okay, great. So I got Ruth. All right. Thank you, Ruth, for joining me. Yeah, Gigi, we got Carol, we got Kate, we got Linnell, we have Dale, Dael Anthony from Thailand. Okay, darling. This is interesting. I have a lady here who looks like she is a fashion model for like the house of Dior or Chanel, something like that, where the ladies would come in. This is probably right up until the 40s and 50s. She's standing on one of those pedestal things, like you get up and have your garment, your dress like pinned by the seamstress fitted. And on this ornate upholstered thing, she's standing and she's having this lovely gown. The seamstress is making little pin tucks here and there. And it looks like it's for a fashion show, Dale. So it looks as if, and the women would come in, and men, I guess, to buy. And these models will come out modeling the clothes, the dresses, primarily dresses. And I feel like I can smell Chanel No. 5 kind of feeling a vibe. But I also get House of Dior. So this girl may have worked as a model for both of these dress model, for both fitting model, racks of clothes. And when it's interesting because she has, and I get the name Gayle, and I want to say Gayle. So I don't know if there's a last name or a first name, but I get that. And I feel the young lady is quite attractive. Very slim, has the body for this. And she steps down off as she finishes, and she steps down off this upholstered thing that she's been standing on, and she goes into the dressing room. She rips the dress off and throws it at the seamstress. She's quite perturbed. And she can't wait to be free. Can't wait to be free. And she's walking by water. She's walking down like a canal. She's got her regular everyday clothes on, sticking her hat on her head. And I can see the Eiffel Tower in the background. So I have someone of that with that name, Gail. And why is she? It's sort of like, we dress up and we put up with and we do, and you can't eat a bagel or a baguette, and you can't do this and you have to say slim. And, all we want to do is be free. And that's the feeling that I get with you, Dale. I hope that resonates with you. So this lady, her name is Gayle, Gayle, and she'd be happy to connect with you. So I hope that makes some sense for you. Thank you very much for joining us. Okay. Got Moda and got Gigi, got Ruth, got Linnell, got Kate, Sage. Okay, Sage. I love that name. And I forget what your real name is, but I like Sage. I have a cat here, and I feel like I have a cat, and I feel like I have a familiar. Like if my name is Sage, I'm really more into animals, totem, or a familiar, which is what someone who would be maybe a white witch or something would be, or someone who does Wicca. So the familiar is like their shadow or their spirit guide in a way, their voice in the spirit world. And I feel this black and white cat is very important for some reason. So I don't know if you lost a black and white cat, but I have this lovely cat here. And I feel like the cat is guiding you. Very interesting, because she says, thank you for the plants. I feel like I don't know if there's sage growing or catnip or something, if you're growing chives or grasses, something. And she's rubbing her head against that plant. Very nice. And there's a flower that I see I think it's a Scottish thistle. I don't know why I'm getting that for you, Sage, but I see that here. And I really feel that this animal, this cat, is a spirit guide. So you may want to introduce yourself to this guide. And she's very, and she's licking her paws. Look at her paws. I feel like she's dark with some white on the paws and some white in here. It's really a black cat with a little white. Very pretty and very kind of prissy. But she doesn't take any nonsense. She's like, I'm not taking any nonsense. So she's like, Dale, don't take any nonsense. Do your work. And I get the word alchemy here, so I don't know if that applies to you. But I feel as if this cat is going to work with you. And she's kind of weaving in and out of little bottles and almost like an old-time pharmacist or a Wicca bench or altar or something. She's kind of weaving through, and there's things going on there. So there you go. I hope that you can take that. Please let me know. I know everybody's like kind of stunned at the moment. Hello. Thank you for joining us, Sage. Okay. Where am I? Carol says, very interesting. Thank you. Very interesting is what you say when you don't know what to say. Carol. I'm teasing. Robin says, my middle name is Carol. Get out of here. Is it really? No wonder we get along. Okay, let me get to Elizabeth. Elizabeth. Oh, kept freezing up. You know, I do that. I think it's my lousy internet connection. Sorry. Elizabeth. What do I get for Elizabeth? I forget. I don't remember what I've told you in the past, Elizabeth. What time is it? Okay, I got enough time. I have somebody rides horses. I get the red jacket and the black hat, and it feels female. So I don't know if this means anything to you, Elizabeth. I feel like I'm in England. I feel like I'm in England. I feel like the Fox and the Hounds, that kind of pub, English pub kind of feeling with this lady. And it's quite interesting when she takes her helmet hat off, the black hat. She has all this like blondish kind of hair spills out. And I'm sure every woman on the planet wants to choke her because she's quite beautiful. She's also a tomboy. She's also very good with, says I can write English, but I prefer not to. Okay. Camille. Maybe I'm thinking Camilla because of the queen. Okay. Not sure on that name, but I feel like a C name. Could be Catherine with a C. And she's a little flirty and she's kind of tough. And she comes from money and she's beautiful and she knows it. And doesn't mind saying so. But she's tough as nails and she loves her horses. So I have this woman who's an expert writing. She's expert writing and really enjoys it. Really enjoys it. And I can see her when she's not dressed up in this writing outfit, writing, hair free, just, you know, filthy dirty, running, going through streams and up hills and all kinds of stuff with her horse. And she looks at her. It's so funny. She's sitting on her horse. She looks at me and she says, don't let the craggy bits scare you. She's pointing to a mountain, you know, a mountainous little rocky area. You know how it is in the UK and Ireland and the UK. And it's, it reminded me of my house in Pennsylvania. I called it the Croft because it was a rocky patch and up a hill. And it's sort of like that feeling. And she says, don't let the rocky bits scare you. Is that what she said? Rocky? I think she said craggy. Don't let the craggy bits scare you. So that's her message. Lovely lady. Starts with a C. I want to say Camille, but it could be Catherine. So there you go, Elizabeth. I don't know if that means anything for you. Okay, I think I got everybody. Oh, I didn't do Robin. So hard to do Robin. She's so good. Love them both. Very nice. Okay. Did I miss anybody? I want to do that little from another life. I have many familiars. And yes, I have been a white witch many lifetimes over. Great reading. Thank you. Thank you. Ah, Sage. Thank you. Camille is my niece, but doesn't ride horses. That's okay. It's the name. It's just a connection. The woman Camille, the reason I was getting Camille, I think, is a verification. You do have that name in your family, and this spirit guide is just giving a piece of evidence. The spirit guide is the one who rides horses, and that's what she did in her lifetime here. And she is guiding you, telling you, don't let the craggy bits scare you. It's okay. Life isn't meant to be rose petals. And sometimes we have ragged and jagged areas of life we have to go through. Don't worry. Okay. Oh, Tatiana just got on. Okay. Love that. Don't let the craggy bits scare you. Thank you, Carolan. Okay. Robin. She says, you're amazing. You're amazing, you silly girl. Let me see. How many minutes do I have? I have just enough time to fit this in. Love that you don't let the craggy bits. Okay. Oh, Robin. Your mother I love her. She seizes every opportunity to stick her face in my face. I love that. And she says to me, I know. Oh, this is what she's telling me. This is interesting. I don't know if you are a fan of Billie Holiday, who was very well-known jazz singer, who some say actually was a double agent, or a spy, rather, not double agent, spy during World War II. She could travel freely all over Europe and could take messages and things. So she was talented and beautiful, and they did not suspect her. Why am I getting that? And I feel as if, and I have a woman here, another woman here belting out a song. So I think the woman is trying to say to me, she knew Billie Holiday or was a fan of Billie Holiday, and was one of her goals. So this lady, I also have a saxophone player here, a gentleman. So she sang blues clubs with this saxophone player. And she is a guide for you in all things lyrical. Because I don't know if you're writing a song, Robin, or lyrics, or a poem. But he would come up with a melody, the sax guy, and she would sing a love song to that. She would kind of create a love song. They made a very nice couple. Did a lot of blues. So that's what I get for you. And I want to say something. I have like a T named Teresa or something like that with her. But she'd be very glad to work with you. Okay, so there you go. And I think I got everybody. Oh, Tatiana. I just have, how many minutes do I have? Oh, I have 5 minutes. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. I was just reading my mother's songs. Oh, your mother wrote songs. Okay. Great. Oh, Elizabeth said, oh, it's a spirit guide. Love that. Yes, I'm doing something a little different. Haven't done that in a bit. So I'm glad I was able to convey that. Thank you, Elizabeth. So Robin's mother wrote songs. Okay. So there you go. Let me get to Tatiana. Tatiana, I'll give you a couple minutes here. Let me see what I got. Tatiana. You know, I get alpine and suspenders and skiing, like an alpine kind of village feeling with you. And I have a gentleman with the hat with the little feather on it. Something like a yodeling kind of feeling. I feel like I'm in Austria or Bavaria or something. And everything is wood. They have these wood chalet kind of homes. And it's all snow, Tatiana. And I see this lovely place with smoke coming out of the fireplace. And it's very warm and comforting inside. And he's opening the door of this to you. And there's a this humble abode to you. He plays a musical instrument. I'm not sure what it is. Flute, maybe? And there's something cooking in the fireplace, like on a thing that swings out. And his wife is there. And a lot of books. I feel that there's a lot of books there. And he is rubbing this. This is interesting because this doesn't fit with this, but I'm going to give it to you. I'm getting a cloak pin that is Celtic in design. You know, I have one, which I have to have the back repaired on it. I love it. I haven't worn it in years. I had a green cloak. I still have it. I don't wear it in Florida, but and the pin would go on that. And I forget what it's called. But if you know anything about Celtic art, you would know that. It's that circle with the spear through it. I get that symbol for you, and it's gold. So a special meaning, something that is worth, something that is very worthy. I think he has words of wisdom. It's very, it's gold, it's pure, and it's worth a lot, wealth. So there you go with that, Tatiana. I hope that makes sense. And what was the last thing I was going to do? I have 2 minutes. I hope that's everybody. If I missed you, come back next week. The last thing I wanted to just say to all that I've given you these spirit guides. You could be transient. They just could be coming in to help you with a particular situation or particular problem. I asked for that. When you sit in a chair and imagine a golden tube or a white light tube coming from the heavens through to the earth, and you're in this glass tube, it is very private and very quiet, and there is an identical chair across from you that is empty. And as you sit and take some breaths, and it's like a prism in there, and all these beautiful colors are coming in. Breathe that in and ask. You can ask for anyone, but you can particularly ask for a spirit guide to come in that we were introduced to tonight, if they would like to come in and say why they are here and what the message is. Give it a couple of minutes. Don't stay there forever, but you might be able to feel a breeze on your cheek, hear a word, get a smell. You can also use this to get in contact with loved ones as well. But practice that little exercise. And know that it's safe and private, and, you know, don't spend too long in there, because you want to make the connection, allow them to say what they have to say, and you can always go back here. The spirit is very quick. They will give you very quick a message. And so it doesn't take a long time. You don't want to dither around it. You don't want to analyze. Okay. So I hope that made sense. We are at the hour. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Thank you all, and join us next week. Have a great week. Good night now.
Become a Goldylocks Productions VIP patron.
Receive exclusive access to live stream special and other epic perks. Join the Goldylocks Productions VIP community today.